All right, everybody, hurry up so we can get in here and watch our battle begin. We have PN versus WUTNG.
WUTNG!
We're gonna have some fun with that. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's take a look at our lineup here. So PN, Penetration Nation, coming to this battle with a Montana, a Kremlin, dual Salem. This is the first time we've seen two Salems. I think this is the first Salem I've seen today.
It's first today, yes, sir.
Although I did see some Salems in the EU earlier. Napoli, Moskva, Nevsky, and then we have a Marceau and a Shimakaze. What do we have for WUTNG?
WUTNG on the south spawn, bringing a Vermont and Ohio, going full America for their battleships, fronted by Venezia, Napoli, Moskva, and Nevsky, a mix of Italy and Russia. A daring, a WUTNG, and Zath, the first time I have seen one of these.
Yeah.
An Attilio Regolo in competitive play. That's Antonius Jones.
I'm so glad you practiced the pronunciation of that ship for this very moment.
Oh, yes, I work on these things. I don't always get it right, but I do try.
Yes, I give it the college try, and that's about it.
Yep.
So, interesting to see a Vermont. What do you think? Strong, weak, good, bad?
We saw a Vermont, I think, last weekend, and it worked out okay. It's a surprisingly good ship if you can get it into mid-range. If you remember when that American alternate line first came out, there was a lot of, they were really, really good at long range. Like Vermont was like, I want to kick back at long range and take shells and beat things up.
Yep.
Vermont, they've kind of nerfed those shells a bit. Vermont now really wants to be closer into mid-range, and she's pretty good at it. Oh, no, and Tony is turning right into these torpedoes. I think he's got a gap, though. No, he's going to take one in the bow.
Ouch. Feels
that
bad.
hurts.
He boosted into that gap, too, looked like.
He did. Already half of his HP gone, taking a Shimakaze torp in the bow right there. But if you can get Vermont into like that 15-ish kilometer range or so, she can be very, very, very solid.
Yeah, I've seen some people do just crazy things with that ship. It just, takes a while.
So have I. I had a crazy game in ranked in that ship a few weeks ago. Like,
Yeah?
It shocked the hell out of me how much damage I was able to achieve. It was just absolutely crazy.
All right, here's the Spider-Man meme as both opposing Moskvas pop their radar button and look at each other angrily.
Indeed. Both Moskvas spotted, slow LNF Salem spotted with an Ohio taking shots at him. That's never a comfortable feeling.
Nope. Oof.
He takes a decent hit, but not a catastrophic one. Already having burned his first super heal, it looks like.
Yeah. He must have thought pain was coming, so better get ready for it.
Yeah.
That's one thing we see with competitive players is that you anticipate the damage. You don't wait for the damage before you hit the heal. You anticipate, you hit the heal, soak it up, repair it right away, and your heal's available that much sooner next time.
Yep, very true. Slow LNF really getting hammered there, down to about a third of his HP already. We're not even 4 minutes into this game. Go ahead.
Sometimes you have to be careful when you fire off that radar. You may trigger a counter radar that will screw over a teammate. I think that's what just happened.
I think that is a bit of what we just saw there because Dr. Drunk's radar picked up slow LNF, and I don't even think they knew he was quite there or exactly where he was.
Exactly.
They certainly took a chunk of his life away once they did. At the moment, WUTNG controlling A with that Regolo WUTNG double push, pushing Iron Man Shimakaze back off the cap, retaining control of it for now.
Well, you would hope that the side that sent 2 destroyers is going to take that board position, right? I mean...
You would hope. I mean, they made a big play for it, didn't they?
Exactly right. As Iron Man now being detected by Hughes WUTNG's radar, and Barchetta is taking a torpedo from Iron Man's Shimakaze. Ouch.
That hurts. Shimakaze torpedoes always hurt. Barchetta answering with some SAP going in on Iron Man. Does he land anything out of it?
A little bit.
A little bit. 2-3K.
A little bit. Antonius waited a little bit too long as well to open fire. WUTNG's radar doesn't last forever, and
nope.
They can't see him anymore. Actually, he drifted out of radar range anyways.
For all the fighting at A, none of the other caps have changed hands just yet, as Harbinger's Nevsky puts his radar up now. Fishing again for slow LNF, probably for the Ohio behind
look at
him.
C.
Oh my goodness.
Look at C. Oscar Langley Soryu going down in the daring.
Yeah. What just happened to Asuka? Oh, he's caught by Moskva radar.
You are so not a weeb.
No, I'm not a weeb. Never will be. Proud of it.
We were talking about pronunciation before. Dude, that's Asuka.
Whatever. There's a U in it, Zath. Why is the U randomly silent?
Because it's Japanese.
No, but your English makes no sense, sir.
Okay. Tell that to the Americans at
going in on Butters Salem. Woo.
Yeah.
First kill of the game here going to WUTNG, though.
That's a big kill.
Going to PN. Apologies.
That's a big kill, though.
It is a big kill. As now A is contested, they know Hugh's radar is offline for another minute, basically.
Well,
plenty of time for Iron Man to pick up the cap.
On top of that, the other thing to consider is the fact that they know they're up against a WUTNG. Iron Man's like, well, whatever. They're deep water torps. He doesn't care. Obviously, he's got to deal with the Rigolo and the Venezia's torps, though.
Nevsky should care. He just took one of those deep water torps.
Mm-hmm.
Incandescent on a double fire as one of those deep water torps is going to hit him as well. He DPFs before it arrives. DCPs before it arrives.
Yeah. It's a very well-placed salvo of those WUTNG torpedoes.
Well, and he used his torpedo reload booster, because I don't know if you noticed, I looked up and there were 20 of those things in the water going out on the Montana and the Nevsky. So teams starting to really like, at least we're starting to see teams take that radar WUTNG and then get good work out of that reload booster.
I think, is this the first KOTS that we've seen with that reload booster?
I don't, I'd have to go back and check, but Butters is Salem about to go down to Crazy Eyes is Napoli here, I think, although Butters is finally dark. They're taking pot shots at him. They want him off the board.
Torpedo?
They know he just burned one of his heel.
Oof.
Lots of shells falling, nothing connecting. Butters is not lit at the moment.
Crazy Eyes is just fishing right now. He's trying. He knows he's that close to death.
They know he's close. Here comes the heel. So he's going to get back up to about 40% of his health here. Making the play back again for A. C starts to flip as the Moskva pushes up. That's General Ledger. Very back and forth game here. 8 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. Incandescent now dodging some torpedoes there expertly with that Montana. It's interesting, you know. WUTNG came into A, grabbed A, pushed off from PN from counter push, and now they're counter pushing back into A again.
Yep, going to pick it up here, and now 16 points, 14 points separate these two teams as each one of them ticks up a single cap.
Look at Dr. Drunk's positioning though in the Moskva.
I was just going to point this out, Zap. I think.
Ooh.
Oh, they catch Hugh with a random torp. Oh, that's huge.
Iron Man went fishing and came up with something big.
He did indeed.
Wow.
That is a huge kill for PN. Now, what I think they're trying to do with Dr. Drunk's position is push the Salem or keep him perma-spotted so the Ohio can punish him.
Mm-hmm. But if you look, there's somebody else that's just sitting there saying, don't even try it. And that's General Ledger's Moskva. He's just sitting there too.
Ledger's Moskva had reversed. When he pushed up, I think they might have thought, hey, I can push Drunk through and outflank this Salem. But General Ledger reversed back to cover his teammate. And so now Drunk is basically there. There's only so much he can do.
Yep. Here come the radars, at least, from Dr. Drunk to keep slow detected. Here comes the salvo from the Ohio.
No, Ohio has missed twice in a row. Nothing doing there from Late Light. PN still on about 100-ish point lead as we approach the halfway mark. If they can if WUTNG can bag a kill, I think they're going to be right back into this thing. But they aren't there yet.
Meanwhile, look at the shot Incandescent has on Dr. Drunk. I mean, just right through the uprights on this island.
Yep. Another Ohio salvo going on the Salem again. Nothing. Late Light with 3 straight salvos of basically nothing. Were those Venezia shots? I don't know
those
exactly.
Were Ohio's.
Man, coming up completely empty every time.
That's right. He's gonna watch this later on your channel or mine.
He will, like... but I mean, I'm calling what I'm seeing. He's not hitting. What do you want from me, man? I mean, it may not be. Maybe it's. I mean, some of it is, I'm sure, dispersion, but and some of it is slow LNF's positioning. Ballin takes a good hit there. Is that another torpedo? It was another torpedo. He took a Venezia torpedo right there.
Who's that?
Ballin, the Nevsky up north of A.
Oh yeah.
Late Lights Ohio really having to move up here. These Shimakaze torpedoes have his name on them. He knows there's a Shimakaze in that cap. He's going to get plenty of cover, but they are going to lose control of WUTNG.
Yep. Late Light says, nope, I'm out of here. Hits W.
Yep. Nope, not a thing. Harbinger's radar going up, not quite catching Iron Man, definitely catching LNF though.
Yep. And Barchetta trying desperately to hit in there. Righteous Fury goes down to the Marceau.
Interesting. That is a bit of a surprise.
We were just talking about the Vermont at the beginning.
Yep. I haven't looked at him in a while. I didn't realize he'd gotten quite that low, but 3-ship lead, 2 caps. Dr. Drunk just getting smacked right there by somebody. As Late Lights Ohio is finally pushed all the way up to spot slow LNF himself, he said enough. And that time, he finally connects for some solid hit.
That's right. That's right. Meanwhile, Ballin is in danger, but Antonius is in bigger danger.
Well, Antonius decided to move up and try to make a play happen. He came all the way around the north side of this island. They do bag slow LNF, but it's going to cost him Antonius.
Yeah. And Ballin's going to go down too. Okay, so we get a triple trade.
All right, so there you go. So only a 2-ship lead now for PNG, but WUTNG off all the caps, no chance to get into C. They have an opportunity to grab B. I feel like Crazy Eyes' Napoli down here at the bottom of the map is basically a loss. The ship is so far out of position. I mean, what do you do with this guy? Do you just trade with Hopar and get on with your day?
Probably. Honestly, get the ship out of there. Yeah, that's what I would do. The big question is, what's going to happen to Dr. Drunk? He's really stuck.
Yep, he's completely pinned in here. Ledger's not going to come around there and give him a big broadside shot. You know that Incandescent is just waiting for him to back up far enough, right?
He's taken so many salvos already. Yeah. Crazy Eyes getting whacked in the Napoli now by Bookin's Kremlin as well as Hopar.
Yeah, I think Crazy Eyes just hoping for the trade here. It's the best. It's the best he can achieve, I think, with the position he's in right now.
Well, and you can see what he's doing right now. He just put his plane up, although maybe a little bit too early. Hopar shot it down. Now they're just basically gonna try to proxy spot each other, and Crazy Eyes is hoping he's in the right position to just barely turn his rudder and get the ram off.
Yeah, Hopar now smoking as well to deny him that positional information. So now Crazy Eyes is going in blind here. All he's going to see in front of him is a big smoke cloud.
Yep.
The Harbinger's Nevsky back up onto B as the Venezia.
Ooh.
That is Barchetta now up onto A.
Late Light took some pain as Crazy Eyes is now detected. Dodges all those shells from the Kremlin. He's going full speed. Hopar doing a nice job reversing, trying desperately to survive.
He's just going to go for the ram here. Yeah, he's just going for the ram. Hopar's going to try and get his torps into play. I think it's not going to happen. Take the ram, take the trade. Probably the best you could get away with now. As Harbinger's going to pick up B, and for the first time, WUTNG has some cap control working.
Well, and look at Late Light. He got whacked earlier. I think that was Incandescent's Montana, though. It could have been a torp. And now Incandescent is just pouring it on.
Yep. I mean, what else can you? What else? That's what he's got to do. The Ohio is definitely a good pick for them. If they can pick it up, they need to kill him while they can.
And ironically enough, if Late Light goes too much farther north, General Ledger's got a shot on him too.
Yeah, Late Light's in a bit of a pickle here.
Oh yeah.
Incandescent's going to have shots at him for days.
Yep. Late Light's heel is off as well for another 35 seconds, along with his DCP.
He's got more. He's got plenty of more heals.
3 more.
Yep. HE from the other direction. That's the Salem. Who is that? That's not Butters, is it? It is Butters. Still alive back here. Look at this. Butters is Salem now chipping in on Late Light as well.
That's right. And Late Light is pretty much going to go down here. He's got 10 seconds before his heel's available.
Is he going to live to see his next heal? That's the question.
Well,
I think he might. Maybe.
Incandescent started the fire there with his Flame Tana.
He's not. Literally with less than a second for his heel to come up, he goes down.
That's right.
With 3 ships down, no battleships left on the board, I'm going to call this one Zaf. PN's got this.
Yeah, yeah. But what a crazy battle back and forth.
Yeah. Very much so. Some very unlucky torpedo salvos if you're WUTNG. I mean, it is what it is in that sense. But when you're out here playing a destroyer up against what is undoubtedly an RPF Shimakaze, you have to be frosty. You have, that's going to happen. So you know he's going to be taking blind shots at where he thinks you are. You have to always be on the lookout for those torpedoes. It's just the way it is.
It's one of the hardest things to figure out. You know, it's harder if you're playing a smoke destroyer, frankly, because you are responsible for smoking up the... Oh, Dr. Drunk just comes out and says, kill me.
He comes out to try to make a play and gets absolutely punished coming around the corner. Wow.
I hope someone clips that, because I just happen to be looking right at him as he just... Man, that's like enemy at the gates. I'm going to tell you what that sniper is. Hello.
Oliver with the crying here for WUTNG. Just trying to make a showing of it here. Maybe pick up another kill along the way, but I'm not sure who that would be exactly. No reason for PNG to get greedy and make a mistake here.
Right. But like
I don't think it would matter even if they did.
No. And like I was saying, when it comes to the smoke destroyer, you have to play in front of your team to smoke them up. And, I mean, that just puts you right in the torpedo lanes. So playing Smoke Destroyer is one of the hardest roles in King of the Sea. Any competitive, really.
Unquestionably.
Archetta takes a torp from his Venezia from the Marceau. Feels bad.
Big French torpedo as the Marceau opens up on him from the south.
I'm already getting pinged again. Hold on.
Well, our next game isn't supposed to be until 15 after, and it's 10 after.
So we got 5 minutes.
They're probably getting set up.
Yeah, so I just tabbed out, let them know we're finishing up this game.
Fine. This will be over in the next 30 to 40
Oh,
seconds.
it's faster than that.
You think so? You think?
Look at Barchetta in the
Venezia. Oh my goodness! I just looked out and realized where Barchetta was.
Oh God.
Wait, why isn't Book pulled the trigger?
There he goes.
There he was.
Oh my God.
Oh, Pian with a win. A little bit of luck, but they maximized that luck and converted into a win. Good game.
GG's all around.